All right, peace and blessings. Welcome to Men Talk once again from X. Here with my co-host, AK.
AK.
Oh yeah,
What's going on, everybody?
Awesome, man. This week we pretty much getting ready because Q1 starting to wind down. So this week on Men Talk, we're gonna pretty much be previewing some of what's to come in Q2 and how Q1's planning to end for us here at the Raw Network in terms of like the Men Talk show. And glad D'Anthony Thomas was able to join. We have Tiny in here from Raw, which is great because tomorrow we'll actually be in there in her Metamall grand opening for Luminous Book Club. So if y'all could tap in tomorrow, we'll be in there and we'll be doing Nubia, The Awakening by Omar Epps. If you haven't bought the book, it's on Amazon and all those different however you get books. If you would like to partake in it from that aspect, if not, we'll touch on it pretty heavily, because it's a deep book, to be honest. But I expected that from Omar Epps. If you ever heard him interview and things like that, you would know he's a very cultured brother. So it's just Black History Month. Wanted to highlight a black author, and there's the grand opening tomorrow as well, like we said, or Wednesday of the Metamall. Take that back. Wednesday we'll be in there with our book club. I'm sorry, I got my days fast forward. And then I see Boogie in the house from the Harlem Film House. Shout out to the Harlem Film House. They had they're having an amazing week. Not even had an amazing week. Having an amazing week. Still going for Black Futures Week. We were able to partake in a few events and of course attended as many events as we can. We all running schedules at the same time, so busy bees. And then we do, luckily, the way the schedules work, we'll have a mall collab on the 28th, so that will be awesome to see, just how the culture is making an impact in Web3. And typically, for those that are tuning in on the stream, that's usually what this show is about. We talk on how we're making an impact on Web3 and how Web3 is making an impact on us as well. So, AK, floor is yours. Anything you want to start it off with? Hot takes?
Man, shoot. It's a blessing to, see this side of the grass. That's it, man. Let's not take that for granted. That's about it.
1,000. So I guess we could start with our usual Web3 blockchain spill. So man, Bitcoin's finally broken 25K. Keep tapping. The rules in trading is if it keeps tapping resistance, eventually that resistance gonna become support. So we happy days. You can have the old school 70 jams playing right now. It seems like we on our way to the green side of things, but that also coming with a lot of turmoil we've been seeing in the space. A lot of different headlines popping up here and there. I don't know, AK, if you've seen Polkadot got sued, or Polkadot has been sued officially now by the SEC. So
whoa,
yeah,
that's news to me. Sheesh, that's not good.
Gary's
for
out.
Whole ecosystem.
Gary out here being Gary, man. Gary out here being Gary. SEC on their heads. But in good news, Hong Kong has made it legal, or crypto legal. So they'll start trading crypto legally in Hong Kong next month, like banks, firms, etc. So a lot of the liquidity we've been seeing, for some people who've been wondering, maybe why has crypto been going up, we would like to say can be attributed to the fact that now they letting that Hong Kong capital flow in. If you're familiar with Hong Kong, you would know that's one of your world's biggest markets. There's a great interview or a documentary, better yet, on YouTube that was probably made 2017-ish, I want to say, and it shows all these Fortune 500 CEOs speaking on why they value China even more so than America. Because one, simple math, it's 1 billion potential customers in China, in contrast to America, it's 300 million. So that be one of their biggest takeaways on why they prefer their Chinese demographic more than they even prefer their American demographic when it comes to selling items and selling products. And when you learn these things, you just see the shift that's coming, where they've been telling us, like, you know, America's on its way to taking a back seat to China, where it's like Europe had, or pre our time, like our great grandparents or so, or even before then, like America's startup, it was like UK was the powerhouse and America was the up and comer, and then the roles changed and America became, the powerhouse, and UK kind of fell back as like a grandparent, and now it seems as if in our lifetime the time has now risen to where it's like the Chinese demographic and the Republic of China, or whatever they want to call themselves, that, or take that back because I know they get offended. The people, the People's Republic of China, my fault. They're getting ready to be like, quote unquote, the America. The digital yuan has been running and testing for about a year and a half now. If you're not familiar, they already have a digital dollar, quote unquote, where their people use QR codes and different things to shop, or facial recognition to get into stores and all of that. And they're basically just leading us in to the fourth industrial revolution, as the World Economic Forum would call it, or the Great Reset. And that's why you see us in the metaverse, because we're in here understanding this is the fourth industrial revolution. So we're not trying to really meet people at a late address. We're moving forward to gather, experience where everybody's going to be heading. So, AK, you got anything to state on what I just said with that?
Yeah, man. It's an exciting time for the markets as far as the new liquidity coming from China. And speaking of, I just put a list right here of all the quote unquote China coins right here that's gonna be popular in the next month or so. I mean, within the next month. I'm trying to freaking resize this thing, man.
I could do it, bro. I got you. I'm on the computer. I got you.
Better. Yeah, but these are some of the coins that my boy had sent me, and a few of them had already popped. But I like Filecoin, and coincidentally, Polkadot is on there. But you just brought up they getting sued, so I don't really know about that one. But Neo has been killing it. Filecoin, VeChain been kind of kicking off. ERN been killing it, and that's it's like a gambling coin, but that did pretty good. And yeah, everybody who's in here, take a screenshot. That's one of the benefits of tuning in to Men Talk. You get little gems like this. So these would be some good ones to keep your eyes on.
Right. And I can elaborate on a few of these tokens actually. Like IMX Mutable X is a awesome token. Like they speaking on the fund. The Mutable X is built to last because it's a decentralized token where it's basically a network where it's allowing a lot of people to operate and build off of their blockchain in different variations, and people are even building metaverses and things like that off of Mutable X. So IMX is great. I'm in that and this is not NFA, not financial advice, of course. Then Filecoin, of course, is also great for storages because you have a lot of people building on Web3. Like a lot of people use the word Web3, but they're not necessarily on Web3. And Web3, typically, like a true Web3 website, you can't even access with a www.com. It's done with like IPFS, you understand, which is like public file sharing and things like that, which I would recommend if you have a VPN. If not, you probably ruin your life. And VeChain and Vito, man, VeChain and Vito changed my life a couple years ago, last bull run, because I was in VeChain under a penny. And man, VeChain is a token that's based on data tracking. So it's like people use VeChain such as docks around the world. Like pretty much every dock, last time I checked, around the world that's a major dock is connected with VeChain, because the QR codes on VeChain is what people use to check in to source things, to be like, oh, this batch of bananas just left the Dominican Republic, it was harvested at this time, etc. No tamperation, no human error. So that's why VeChain runs forward. And if you were to look up, actually I could pull it up in the screen, VeChain's been partnered with Walmart now for at least about 4 years. And that's why if you think about Walmart in the last 4 years, you can see the V-chain effect in there without probably ever knowing that was V-chain. How Walmart has all the QR codes now and different things going, or supply chain things going on, and that's a V-chain protocol. So take the Web 2 experience. A person would tell you, "Oh, go buy Walmart stock," or whatever the case may be. But to be honest, Walmart stock has mooned. It's a safe haven. I wouldn't say it's a token or a stock that's gonna gain you an abundance amount of wealth, because Walmart's already went through their journey. It's more of a place to store wealth. But now with V-chain and it being under 5 cents right now, I believe it's in the 3 cent range, where you are able to invest in a technology that so many companies will use for their supply chains because of how the network works, and you can get in at 3 cents, a token that could possibly onboard more and more supply chains and be worth $10, $100. But I'm not here to, forecast goofiness. I made a lot of money off of V-chain, off of being in it under a penny, and then it climaxed to like 18 cents. And to the typical person, you might think like 18 cents wasn't life-changing, but it's how much you have invested at that time. So at the time, I was in V-chain like $2,200 at under a penny. So then like every 7/100th of a penny, I made $2,200. And then that was, it was clean, legit money, and it was great at that time, because then you take those gains and you run into VTHO, which is listed right under it, which is the gas for V-chain. So for V-chain to be decentralized in a sense, it has VTHO, which is the gas. If you're familiar with crypto, you understand gas is the fees you lose when you have to exchange something. So if you're sending a certain crypto to somebody, typically it needs gas, which is the miner fee or the network fee. Long story. Like if we were thinking, when you go to the ATM, every time you pull money, you still got to pay that ATM fee. Gas, in essence, is that ATM fee. So VTHO's awesome, V-chain's awesome. They've been around, like I said, for the whole period of time, and different partnerships. And you got it. And then the CKB I also own, but I feel like I can't move my CKB. I feel like it got stuck on one of those bad exchanges, bruh. So I don't know. I feel like it got stuck. That was one of those, I'm not positive, but I feel like CKB got stuck with me. But CKB is also a token that's been around for a while, and like I said, it's directly connected to the Chinese government. So if you feel comfortable.
CKB is Swiss board, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was. But now, fun fact about V-chain too is it's also used to verify the authenticity of vaccines.
Right.
And that's, you already know, that's huge nowadays. So
I'm actually
with this whole Pfizer and all the other ones and shit, once they find how they do things unreliable, they're gonna resort to the blockchain. I feel like V-chain is gonna be one of the first ones in line to verify stuff like that.
Right, and V-chain is also partnered with BMW as well. As you guys have probably seen, the new BMWs are going like super, super, super futuristic, and that technology has something to do with V-chain as well. So, like I said, V-chain, like a lot of crypto companies, you hear aspirations of being some world-changing technology or whatever the case may be, and get rich quick scheme. But then there's also those actual companies that are being adopted. Like veteran crypto people right now are calling this the utility run. You get what I'm saying? And if you've been building your portfolio over the years, hopefully you've been blessed to focus on utilities, because utility tokens are what these different corporations and regular people, our day-to-day lives, are actually going to use to function, to be better humans. Now that we see AI running forward and all these different things running forward, is just to take mine in that, where it's like a lot of these things, like I said, it was a $2,200 investment that turned into an amount. So And I would say it doesn't have to be a $22 investment. Let me take that back because we could do math again. VeChain right now is 3 cents. If you spend 300, you get back what you put in, because a lot of people don't understand trading. So it's like if you put in $300 at 3 cents, you don't receive another $300 till 6 cents, and so on. But if you're thinking long term, as a long term hold, as VeChain is built to be, like 10 years from now, and you're saying like, man, I've been holding VeChain since 3 cents. Like, I'm a person who's been holding VeChain since under a penny, and it's life changing. You get what I'm saying? Like, you get to buy back your time, quote unquote, in life. Like, that's how I even had time to do a lot of the stuff you see me doing. Like, my first big gain was crypto. Like, everything else was, all my other self-entrepreneurship things were just, I don't want to say chasing my tail, but it was a lot of hustle and bustle, et cetera, et cetera. But then, thank God for 2020 and 2021, man. It just, everything, it's never been the same, like Drake would say. So, any other tokens you want to speak on, bruh? On this list?
Yeah. Not on this list, but Theta and T-Fuel are due for a run. Theta's already kicking it off, and T-Fuel normally follows. So, yeah, you guys want a quick play, I would definitely look at T-Fuel.
Theta.
And I have a question for
ahead.
you, AK, because we follow each other on Twitter, so I was be looking at your Twitter, and I think you were talking about the Blur token, and I seen that there was a lot going on with Blur this week in general, with like this marketplace war and all this kind of stuff. So did you have any like insight regarding the Blur token or the airdrop or anything like that?
Okay, yeah, I'm glad you asked that question, because Blur is pretty much the reason we saw that short-term pump, because it got like, some people got a lot of money just by using their platform early, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that moved to a lot of NFTs, which moved to a lot of ecosystem coins, like what's one that pumps? Solana.
Solana pump Render, bro. Render.
We benefited off of Blur. Ethereum, obviously. And yeah, Blur is, I feel like that's going to be around for a while, because as you can see, OpenSea is on their toes. They had to end up cutting their fees back, because a lot of the eyes that was on OpenSea earlier was on the Blur platform, because of that token airdrop. And the people who weren't tuned in, who just find out about this, like, yo, you got $100,000 off Blur, let me see if I can do the same. And not knowing they're late, they just gonna go on Blur and start buying everything up in hopes of them getting the next one, or airdrops have a funny way of bringing attention to a certain platform who's doing the airdrop. So, it's great. It's great for all of crypto, and I ain't got nothing but positivity, nothing but good news, good things to say about it.
Awesome. I love what Blur's been trying to accomplish as well. Now that I've been getting, I heard, my wife told me, I heard about it. Then my wife was like, "Oh, that's what AK just posted about. I think last week or something, or maybe not even 2 weeks. She posted about it." And I've been getting deeper and deeper, and I have been loving. Only the reason why I haven't been tripping too hard, because guess what? We have P2d RAW.io, and we have our own NFT exchange coming as well. That's the beauty of AI now. They done let us all in the game. So if you can cut out a middleman, I suggest to you to cut out a middleman. But Blur is also... Hey. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Now, speaking of Blur and airdrops, I started to notice something. Now, I should have been picked up on this since Uniswap airdrop. But how it works is they airdrop the token, right? And then it dumps right away, all the way to zero. And then that joint, well, not all the way to zero, but like a 90% dip, because everybody's going to sell their airdrop right away. Then it's gonna pump slowly. It's gonna,
It comes
do
back in
the
120 days. It comes back in 120
it comes
days.
back.
That's
Yep.
how it goes. That's
So
how Uniswap was.
I remember. And so that just brings in, a new strategy. So when they start selling the airdrop, it might be a good idea to just start buying.
And I'll give you the reason why. Where technically I charge you for that, but I'll give you that. So in this trading thing, the heads of or any business, the heads always is the corporation at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? Like, you might see independent business and independent retailers and this, that, and the third, independent traders, but who dictate the motion? It's the big boys that have to deal with the corporate politics, right? So how the corporations work is they break every year down by a quarter. Why? Because the way they're taxed. You get what I'm saying? And then most importantly, as a trader, if you hold something for less than a year, you're taxed higher. If you hold something for over a year, you're taxed at a lesser percentage. So what typically happens with the airdrop is those initial, like the founders of a project, right? They've already owned their liquidity in that asset because they're the founders of that project. So when the project then comes out, they sell. They sell, and if you're lucky, you're able to get in at a right time to where you can sell at a profit too. But the main thing about them selling is to gain capital to then fund their company probably for the next 12 months or so. So that's where you get the in stages concept, to where it's like, all right, at the end of the quarter, or give them end of 2 quarters, a semester, that token typically turns to rise out again, because as a company, you want your token to come back down during all of the hype of the airdrop and whatever the case may be, or dumps, quote unquote, so you can be able to buy back in, because you already made money because you was one of the first people selling. So now you want to buy back in at a floor price. You don't want to buy back into your project or your asset in a bubble stage, because then you liable to get screwed because a bubble can get popped. We all in the bloom bubbles with a water, and so we know how bubbles work. So the strategy is to buy back in. Why? Because then now, if you buy in low as it's being dumped, 12 months from now, you can still bring back the capital you took out from that initial drop and play funny games with it to avoid Uncle Sam. You get what I'm saying? And that's where they typically, or that's how it works. This always how it's been with stocks, but it's just you never get to see it because all of that is like secrecy, quiet contracts, not NDAs, this, that, and the third. There's no public blockchain. It's private businesses, private firms. Nobody discloses their books and what's going on, whatever the case may be. But in the crypto world, or in the blockchain world per se, everything is pretty much public information, because that's what they're basing on. The blockchain is public information, public data, and that's why blockchain will overrun any other type of business 10, 15 years from now, because they want everything to be public ledger. They want to know every single dollar that moves. They want to know every single dollar that sits. So that's just a gem. And then also, that's also a gem to know, like, these first 2 months of this year, we've been super green in crypto, right? So if we use that law that I just gave, you understand next year, January and February, we're going to be red. Why? Because it's the way people play the tax game. Nobody wants to pay Uncle Sam no excess amount of money. So we'll be red. And that's kind of a safe way, that's a funny term to use, but a safe way to like invest in crypto without getting like too big and technical words with you, whatever. Just understanding that, or not even just crypto, any asset. Understand that if it's doing such a crazy pump right now, 12 months from now, it should dump. Because then when it dumps 12 months from now, they could pull out money at a loss when they sell those tokens. Because they're going to be like, oh man, I bought back into the token at this price. And that was 12 months later, it's down. So now they just cleared out whatever money they was trying to clear in excess liquidity. And then what happens next, AK? 60 days from then, you're going to see that token running crazy. And you're going to be like, that, like... And that's really the game that people out here probably trying to sell you $10,000 worth of information or whatever. I don't even know what the quotes is out here. But That's really the game. Something as simple as just being mindful of dates of when good positive swings happen, and also dates when good negative swings happen. Because if you was to go back 12 months from today, you would know that the market was super red 2 months in a row. Probably is two reddest months out of the whole bear market last year. You get what I'm saying? And that's not by coincidence. But people are YouTubers, people are all these different things. So they ain't gonna tell you some simple math like that. They're gonna tell you, oh, I think it's whatever clickbait thumbnail they can get you to keep subscribing into their YouTube clicks.
That's all it is with the YouTubers, man. Clickbait.
Right.
Good lord.
So, anything else you'd like to say on the blockchain, or you want to move around from that aspect?
We could go all day on blockchain, man. I'm with whatever. But if y'all got any questions, by all means, we can,
For sure, I forgot. We so used to running the show smooth. But yeah, if anybody has any questions in the crowd, more than welcome to ask. I know if you probably never heard any of this, we probably sound like we talking Chinese. Alright, I guess we'll keep going.
Sure, we can keep moving.
Alright, so on top of that, last week we touched on SEC, or like this could be the last because we can round about on that with that. Last week we touched on SEC and how they're coming after stable coins, and by technically how Kraken did the whole crypto the whole crypto industry no justice, because they took fault in having a stable coin as listed as a security, whatever nonsense, which if you understand the law of a stable coin, there's no way it's an investment security, because a stable coin, you don't buy it expecting to get rich. Like you don't buy a stable. It's called a stable coin, meaning the value is not gonna change, hopefully. So the fact that they copped out to something like that, man, was just I just think a game of war that is way above our pay grade to understand just right now. But it's definitely a game of war, because it didn't make sense to call that in particular a stable coin a security when you don't gain value in it. But we also touched on how, man, now that we have this war on stable coins, how is this going to affect staking? How is this going to affect mining? How is this all going to shape this 2024 bull run? And any comments on that, AK?
Man, I just hope we don't see another UST, if you know what I mean. Like, it's it kind of shook up the certainty in the Binance ecosystem a few days ago, where it kind of went from like $1 to about 98 cents. And yeah, for those of you who are not familiar with UST, it had got exploited by an unknown individual who basically decided to I won't get into details, but he hacked UST and made it to where as though the coin wasn't backed by anything, and it tumbled the price from $1 all the way to like 13 cents. And subsequently, they had to sell Luna to buy back whatever was back in UST. So it caused the price of Luna to go down to 0 too. So that's the last thing we want. We don't want them to have to start selling BNB in order to boost the peg of BUSD stablecoin. In other words, people lost everything, and we don't want that to happen again. So it's always possible. It's just if you're gonna go into a stablecoin, just use USDC. That's what I say.
Circle USDC. A great alternative. I mean, that's pretty much where most of my capital is in that. Actually, I've actually become low key a Bitcoin maximalist, but I was speaking on that like last week or whatever. Like I've been buying Bitcoin, bro. But that's only because you gotta act your wage, so they say. You get what I'm saying? Where it be like, what works for a person at one time or certain strategies may not be the best strategy for a person in another stage or another time. Like for instance, with Bitcoin being 25K is more stable for me right now than taking some high risk, high reward plays, just because it's like, when you're the big fish in lower cap coins, that's who everybody's trying to drain liquidity, you know? But when you go into Bitcoin and now you got all these conglomerates, you're not a big fish. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless you got, there's no way to be a big fish unless you got an exchange of some sort. You ain't about to just buy in. Even if you was Elon Musk right now, he's not gonna, you know, like, he buys in moderations. He's not gonna just go like all out, because he would then become the liquidity drain. So that BUSD or that Terra, better yet, I seen Terra got sued by the SEC too. You speaking on you, which was involved with the UST. They're the ones that created that UST token. They got sued by the SEC as well. And it's funny because Celsius, who actually got me for 500,000 or 400 and some change, hasn't been sued, bruh. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, Celsius ran off on Americans. Like, why y'all not? Y'all done pushed the button on everybody else, but Celsius ran off. But I guess that's another subject.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, that'd be good for your taxes.
Oh yeah, that was, yeah. Uncle Sam was appreciated. That's why in the crypto, even your losses are wins if you know how to work the economics. But it was a loss, bro, because you know you got plans and you're like, oh, this liquidity done made it through, and that's a dangerous staking, because a lot of people don't say dangerous staking, so I could say that's a dangerous staking. When you stake, it's typically for a contracted amount of time, so you can stake for maybe a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year, depending on what platform you use, whatever the case may be, which is you're locking your liquidity on that platform, so that platform has liquidity for people that want to move money off or exchange. And it's like Celsius had crazy interest rates at one point, 7%, 10%, 12%, just, it was all love, man. I just thought like God just loved us the most, you know. And then he still loves us the most. I ain't gonna say he don't love us the most, but you know, you just get caught in some of those sticky situations where, you know, you take losses. But the loss was great, but it was worth it, you know, because like you said, that helps with Uncle Sam a lot, like a lot. Even though per loss, you only can write off 30,000 per loss. You get what I'm saying? So it's like there's still a lot lost, but I can write off 30,000 in different years. So it's like I'm writing that loss. I'm writing that loss off for a while, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, man. I didn't know that though.
Yeah, you ain't writing off the whole full. I mean, if somebody got a good enough account that work Nevada and all that, hey, I'm more than welcome to, you know. But from what I've known legally, you know what I'm saying, that's all I could write off per. But it works out to your advantage, because hey, sometimes you would have to pay an excess amount. Like, it helped balance out taking losses.
Mm-hmm.
So with this crypto thing, I think that'd be a cool roundabout. Did Anthony still in here? I know he was in here. He said, yeah, things he wanted to say.
Nah, I think he skipped out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have my wife reach back out to him. He wanted to elaborate more on his show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Babe, you could
I'm
hit
eager
the
to
Anthony.
see if Glizzy gonna get up in here with us.
Yeah. We trying.
I'm at
See, with Glizzy,
the studio.
I'm glad you mentioned him, bro, because with that situation, you know why he's even doing that podcast and stuff? It's because of Say Cheese TV.
For real?
Right. So we can speak on the strategy here. Say Cheese right now, he is like he got people. So he combs through Instagram and platforms as such where people go live, and he's looking for people with a lot of viewership, so he could kind of like get them hip to the YouTube game. Like, oh, you do well on Instagram, but check out YouTube. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why he's doing that, helping and embedding all these people to get these platforms off the ground and to run it smoothly, is because what? He has leverage and connections to be able to shop a network deal to like iHeartRadio or the Spotify or the Amazon or the Kick.com, like whoever is willing to take a network deal, which is why we're called P2d RAW Network. Fun fact, where it's like we're on that same concept too. When people are like, what exactly is going on here? It's more so a lot of stuff going on. Raw DAO separate from the Raw Network though. Raw Network is solely focused on people that create content and just bridging an alliance to the point that we can shop it to a Amazon, a Spotify, etc. Because if not, you kind of get the old school house Negro type stuff occurring. And what I mean by that is like, oh, you got a hot podcast right now, Apple, Spotify, etc. bids for you. They pay you whatever. They give you some crazy set of quotas to meet or whatever the case to keep the advertising and marketing dollars. You can hit them. If you don't hit them, they figure out a way to drop you because you didn't make it. If you do hit them, they try to figure out other little stipulations that might have been in the contract, or maybe they don't want to give you the money that you think you're worth, i.e. a Joe Budden or Charlemagne or all these people before us that went through. So it's like at some point, especially us being black, I'll be real with y'all, we gotta see the nonsense for what it is the nonsense. Where it's like, instead of like being a small podcast and this, that, and the third and going back and forth with each other, realizing like, bruh, you got a community, I got a community, we got community, let's just put it together and market it all to these folks, so then they can't be playing funny games like, oh, we gonna support these Negroes until they get too big, and we gonna go get some other Negroes to eat off of the labor from they, and so forth and so forth. That's just politics I think we should have outgrown by now as a culture, you know, where it's like, nah, we literally make more together. You get what I'm saying? Because that's how all these other cultures, they can put their whatever differences to the side and be like, you know what, let's go open in Chinatown. You get what I'm saying? That's not all one family that own Chinatown. It's a bunch of families with the relative mindset to be like, you know what, this is what's best for our community. You get what I'm saying? And we just want to apply that. And like I said, iHeartRadio gave Charlemagne one of those contracts with Black Effect Network. So a lot of podcasts we watch in the black community, going from like Big Facts Podcast, Amanda Seals, just Carrie Champion, just basically Charlemagne pretty much sold up all the black ones that's popping, like that's coming from people that already been coming from TV, etc. You get what I'm saying? The only reason why he got that leverage is because he gets them in the door at Apple, because you know it's still colorism going on. It's like, oh, if you want to deal with Apple, you a black podcast, they gonna cipher you somehow into the Black Effect Network, which isn't bad, you know, but it's just understanding that's how that works at Apple, and understanding these different companies do the same thing. So we just want to, you know, make sure we control leverage on these situations. So when you ask for 100 million like Joe Rogan or something, they don't try to defame you at that time. Like if you remember when Joe Budden Podcast Network from the East Coast, and he was having multiple shows. Like he had the show where he would just interview rappers one-on-one. He had the Joe Budden podcast. Like Joe Budden had like 5 or 6 shows at one time if people were paying attention. And that's why he was doing that. Because if he just had one podcast, they weren't going to give him his true equity. So he created a bunch of shows on the network so he can get a network deal, and went above and beyond, and they still weren't willing to give him the money he required for that network deal. You get what I'm saying? And that's how he ended up at like Patreon and Revolt, just doing a lot of different, a floater. But it's respected to be a floater in that assets, because it's like at least you control your IP. You get what I'm saying? You own your IP. You have leverage. You didn't sell it. You're not. And that's because he got screwed in the music business. So he knows now that no matter what, I got to control this IP and leverage this IP. And I'll live and die with that. So That's see, D'Anthony made it back. What's good, D? Or I think he right there.
What's good? Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
What's good, bruh?
Nah, I've been hearing y'all just like I said, always speaking game, man, dropping gems. You know, always a good time hearing y'all talk, man, for real.
No doubt, brothers.
Come on.
So
hey, we hear you got a new show coming, man. New show? Yeah, that's what I hear. Yeah, you know, we gonna be, dropping some gems, just engaging with the crowd, just bringing a little different flavor.
Right. And like I was saying, with his show, conceptually, we're trying to, like I had mentioned, like I remember we started the conversation, I had only mentioned I Am Athlete just because, it's football players, or even more so the pivot.
Right.
But it wasn't necessarily that show, and it was great because, God's time is the best time, and where he even stated, like, man, like he want to reach out to the youngins, like the people that need the opportunity, like not talking to the same people that been in the game 50 years already, bags of line, but the people that's looking to get the bags of line and the exposure. So with his sports show, it's kind of like a Sports Stars of Tomorrow concept. I know D's probably familiar with Sports Stars of Tomorrow, but if you aren't familiar with it, it's a show that like just gives exposure to younger athletes all around the country looking to probably get D1 offers or might have D1 offers but still looking for exposure. The only difference is now most people don't watch TV. Like I remember when I was younger, Sports Star Tomorrow coming on Saturday morning. Some people wanted to watch comics or whatever. I was trying to see Sports Stars of Tomorrow. So now it's being more relatable to the youngins. The youngins like streaming and video content thing. They not turning on the TV. Youngins don't be in the house.
Right.
So with the Anthony show, we're trying to break it into segments to capitalize on all the different parts of life or his journey he's taken them. So it'll be like a 15-minute segment dedicated to like high school athletes, which D'Anthony has his own program that deals with NIL as well that can help high school students. So it'll be like he can have 10 minutes of the show going where, he might have a featured athlete who just, wants to interview with D'Anthony. D'Anthony they love him. The kids come in, they talk to him. They explain what, why they got into football or why they got into basketball, whatever the sport may be, and what they are planning to do with themselves with that outlet. Like, yeah, if you're this talented and you get this opportunity at a free education or you get blessed to go to the league, what you gonna do with it though? Like, how is that gonna be the stepping stone? Like, that's not the end for you. That's the beginning. So we want to kind of help them understand those, like how you see D'Anthony, who represents the DAC Business Capital as well as just Meta Block 4 and just, man, D'Anthony way bigger than football at this point. So we want to let the youngins also have all that in tune where it's like you could be football but make sure you know what else is going on out here too. Like, don't miss opportunities on timing. And then we'll have like maybe a 5-minute segment or so where we'll allow people that have purchased NFTs of D'Anthony's or donated to the show because it'll be a stream. We'll watch their highlights. We'll give them a strict 5 minutes. We're not going over 5 minutes. A strict 5 minutes for them to send in their highlights and, see what the opinion is, and maybe tips, whatever case, however he want to work that out. And then we'll also have another 15-minute segment dedicated to college athletes right after that, which the same exact rollout. Like, when college athlete come through, maybe they go to a HBCU, maybe they go to Oregon, maybe they go to JUCO, maybe they, D3, D2, but whatever for the exposure, they can get that opportunity to talk to someone that put in that work to excel in high school, over excel in college, and be a stud in the NFL. And he'll also be. Oh, you go ahead, bro. You go ahead, D'Anthony. You saying something?
Oh, no, go ahead. I was listening to you.
Oh, yeah. He'll just get a chance to rock that out. And then, that's 30 minutes of a show right there. Show typically be about an hour or so. So his third segment would be more of a freelance. D'Anthony could talk about the league, could talk about sports in general, could talk about D'Anthony. It's D'Anthony's show. You feel me? So it's like, and things like that. And I see that going well for him. I really do, because the kids love D, man. Like, if you ever pay attention to his social media thing, one thing for certain, the kids love D. So it's like, it's a perfect thing in my opinion, and I'm looking forward to it. I also have a co-host or another that's a football coach currently, D'Anthony. I don't know if you got another, football. I'm pretty sure you know some coaches around and some trainers, but I got a football coach currently on the East Coast, because I know you were West Coast based. So I got an East Coast guy.
I would love to have that. Here's his perspective on the East Coast. You know how they do it over there.
Exactly.
That'd be amazing.
Exactly, and he's in the DMV, which is, for the East Coast, that's pretty much as good as it's gonna get. But it's like on the East Coast. I'm not talking about like Florida and all that up. You know what I'm saying? Down. I'm talking about the real East Coast, like the DMV. Yeah. Or you've been out Baltimore. Like that's it's ballers out the DMV. You hear me? It's ballers.
Man, for real.
So it's like we just gonna bridge the connection, and get these youngins a shot. Cause the beauty between nowadays sports and our time sports is what they letting these kids get paid. So it's only right to get them exposure and to get paid in NIL and the work ventures, and to master being a professional. Because it's like once you get paid to do something, you're a professional at that point.
I feel like all the high schools, if you're a high school student athlete right now, you're a professional.
Exactly.
Because, high school players could get paid too. So it's like, once you leave middle school, it's time to really like buckle down, understand your vision, know your worth, and really know your mission.
I agree 1,000%. Like, what this past year, there was just a scandal last month or so, right? In Florida, a quarterback was supposed to get paid like $13 million to go to college, bro. He ain't never even. It's like,
what? Yeah, they paying these players to go to college now.
They was gonna pay him $200,000 a month.
Right. A month.
Starting January, he ain't even thrown a college football yet.
That's how you know times has changed.
Bruh, $13 million.
That big money out there, right? That big money out there.
And he never even played college. He could get out there and be garbage. He could be just pure ass. Out of my foot.
Right.
And
What
still,
he will be.
and still pocketed $1 million before he ever got out there.
Nah, right?
So,
and that's how it was with like scholarships though. Back in the day, scholarships, that was kind of like the grand process. Like I got my first scholarship before I played in a varsity football game. So that was like my motivation of me understanding, damn, I really got an opportunity. So now I gotta, I can't hang out with these people. Or I can't, do the same things that, that will interfere in my process. So, you gotta learn how to, adapt and maneuver.
Man, get the grades, get everything. Because, man, you went to Oregon. You ain't just getting into Oregon just because, you hear me? Them grades got to be there.
Man, me, I'm a great participator. I feel like, I participate and,
sure.
I like to talk a lot. So, the schooling wasn't as hard as I, make it seem. People make it seem. It's all about participating, showing up. And just being present, really, sometimes.
And you're a great note taker. I remember the first time we even had a conversation, you was like, I'm writing this down. You hear me? So,
oh, yeah. Man, that's what I'm saying. And then I've been on this business capital journey where it's like, helping these business owners, get funding based off their revenue. So it's been so much note taking and a lot of note taking and, a lot of learning, a lot of reading, and, it's just been a great experience just to be able to, adapt to different industries and, learn how people just created, multiple revenue streams for themselves.
Yeah, man. It seems like God got you building a spider web, it seems, because you already got the athlete part down. You got the college connections, you know coaches, I'm sure you know recruiters, like recruiting agents, people at Rivals or something like that. You got NIL, you got
Right.
NFL contacts, and then now you learning these
The crazy
these
part
businesses.
about it, I don't know them, but they know me. You know,
For
I
sure.
don't know them, but they know me.
For
You
sure.
know,
But
so it's all about. Say it again.
oh no, you go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, no, I was just like, you know, now is the time to be able to, you know, reach out to them and, you know, see how we can, you know, connect and work with them to see how we can build and create something.
For sure. And these businesses
And really,
as well.
we don't even need them because we in our own lane, though. We don't even need them. We creating our own, you know, avenues and stuff. So, you know, they might as well just sit and watch us, you know, do what we do.
Say no to the middleman. I'm with you. Say
Right?
no to the middleman. We not giving the middleman fees up just cause no more. You know, the middleman get too much power for
Man.
nothing. I understand, like, cause with the businesses, right? Like, say you get some of these businesses that are trying to scale, but it's like now we got these these athletes. Like, think about it. Nike's become $1 billion corporation or multi-billion-dollar corporation off of the backs of black youth. If we gonna be, you know, we gonna call a spade, you know. And Phil Knight's a great guy. Like, he's offered a lot of opportunity. He's changed a lot of lives. So you can't take nothing from that, for him having a dream and a vision and people doubting him, and then he being able to do it off of the backs of black. Because I'm pretty sure he probably got denied so many loans because he like, oh nah, I'm gonna build a brand around these black athletes. I'm pretty sure they wasn't all like, oh yeah, Phil, I'm gonna give you the money to go do it. They wasn't. Why you giving money to them?
And you said Phil Knight. That's who you talk about?
Yeah.
Phil Knight. Wow, that's interesting. You said that because so basically, you know, they just had the college football signing day for, you know, the top athletes that just signed to their colleges, and you know, University of Oregon, they invited me out, and I got, you know, just got that good red carpet treatment, and it was great. What was real amazing, you know, a lot of pictures I took with young kids, and they were older now, you know, and they were showing these pictures where they were young, and then it's like I see them now that they older.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like, damn, let's take an updated picture. You know, so it's like, man, I'm just grateful enough to share those moments with a lot of those kids, and now that they're older now, and they'll be able to, you know, express, you know, that moment they had, you know, seeing me playing, and I just thought that was real powerful.
It's extremely powerful because you playing, I'm pretty sure they tell you, you know, some of these kids, you know, everybody got different stories to life, so it's like you might have been just enough motivation for them to keep pushing, you know, and that's really the biggest blessing in life, is to be a blessing to others, you know, because then if you know how just energy works and calm, where you blessing others, eventually somebody gonna be a blessing to you. Like, it's just the way the world works. Like, if you just, like, some people believe in Buddha, some people believe in Allah, some people believe in Jesus, however you want to do it, they kind of all go off of that same principle right there. Just good energy matches good energy eventually, you know. So,
and I remember you, not to go off topic, but I remember you know, you was always mentioning that social credit score.
For sure.
Remember that?
For sure.
Yeah, so it was like, man, I want to be a good citizen. I want to have the, you know, I want to just, you know, help people. Like, I'm not a violent person. I just want to help people and, you know, create things with people.
Amen, brother. Amen. And that's how we plan on rewriting the narrative on a whole generation of black males. Because, you know, we more than just whatever the urban quotation mark envelope they try to put us in. You know, we just like any other person on earth. You know, we not some dangerous species or something you gotta be afraid of, or, you know, like, just all the propaganda that's been pushed. You know, we people that are trying to take care of generations and raise families and just do right by the world. So I can't wait to see it, you know, like, because I see it just going so crazy, bro. Like I said, with you having the businesses, you now get them an athlete to to sponsor an NIL. And then with college NIL, yeah, we mentioned the millions of dollars, but hey, some of these kids, they mothers working 2-3 jobs. $200 in a sponsorship could do something different. You hear me? That could change groceries in the house. So that's kind of the mindset we think about that. Like, just, you know, NIL is meant to help in all ranges. Like, yeah, we said it's millions, but it's also kids that can get a cool NIL sponsorship. All these different clothing lines people got, all these different products people sell. You know, these kids can now get paid. And the reason and why I mentioned Phil Knight and why he did that, to go back to that topic, is if you know the story of Nike, what took him off was his basketball camps. He deliberately decided to, instead of just like how back in the 80s people was going to college camps and stuff like that, he decided to take these basketball camps to inner cities. And what he did there was he gifted all of those kids that was at those events Nike. What did that do? It was a domino effect, because the athletes at these high schools are the most popular kids in the high school. So as they started to shift to every time they coming in, they wearing Nike, guess what? The kids that weren't athletes wanted to do. They wanted to wear Nike. And you can even say in certain areas, it got dangerous at the time. Like, I remember being in high school, man, you buy some phone posits, hey, you might want to know what's coming with that. You buy some Jordans, you better be ready to protect those Jordans, you know? Like, it was a lot going on, but we want to now change that energy, you know, where it don't get that bad connotation where it's like, oh, killing for shoes and stuff. When it's like, that was through, like, the amount of people that died over shoes, that was an L in itself, you know? Like, that shit don't make no sense, like. But those kids didn't know at the time. I know, speaking, like, coming from where I'm from, like, people ain't know, man. People was really in the struggle. So shit, they was doing them $200 shoes, reselling. Like, you know, I can't knock nobody hustle, but we just trying to show them, let's do something, like he said, worth positive. So you're not doing something negative that laying you in a worse position than when you started. Because that's what negative mean. Negative mean you going backwards. They taking from. You know, negative don't mean you remaining the same. Negative mean you taking steps back. So you don't never want to chase negative energy, because it's like it's liable to return and taking you back. And that's where that quote sometimes come in: 2 steps forward, however many steps back. Sometimes because you went forward on negativity.
That's real.
So, you know, and that's just one of the shows, you know. Even with AK, I know AK has this showcase, and I really want to revamp the showcase as well. Not revamp, but just, you know, get it to where it need to be. Like, for instance, AK, you actually in a good spot right now, because I don't know if you actually went to the Harlem Sound Studio. I believe, I don't want to, I think that's the term.
I checked it out.
All right, awesome. But that space didn't originate here. They used that space, I believe, in like AltSpace and different other VR platforms. But it's like on those other platforms, they were more engagement. So it was like they was really like, I believe the female was Miss Nina, and she, like, I think they actually produced live records. Like, if Boogie's in here right now, I would like for her maybe to speak on it, on how that works, so she could clarify it. I don't want to misspeak on it. But if not, maybe we'll catch her when she pop back in. But I think they charge something like $50 to record a session in the metaverse or something like that through that, you know, which is dope, because it's like, you know, accessibility. You never know who you gonna get to pop in or accept that deal, and they're a non-profit organization. So it's like, it's awesome that space has now made its way to Spatial, and I look forward to seeing them, you know, to cultivate that and keep that pushing and aspiring, and don't want to take nothing from that. So I'm just giving that shout out. I think she probably not in here right now, but there's definitely the Harlem Sound Studio, and you can also reach out to them and follow up with them. And also AK with Easy Beats. Easy Beats, if you want, they could record you. Nina and Harlem Film Sound could record you. Easy Beats for the production. If you see in the behind me, we got the Easy Beats right there, where you get to buy beats by subscription. AK, you can go ahead and let them know how Easy Beats works.
Man, since y'all in here tuned in with us, I'm go ahead and put one of our commercials in here. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Oh, bet. Yeah, we've been working like some slaves, man. Like, look, we got. All right, let me just put this. All right, here we go. Check this one out. Right now, we just building our inventory up for when Dez is done with version 2. And he said we should be done by the end of this month. So I mean, you know, even if we aren't, we building content, so they gonna know about us when we ready. It's loading right now.
Oh, you already got to pull it up? All right, bet.
Yeah, you know, it's spinning.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, for everybody who's not familiar, it's basically just a subscription-based beat site for all content creators. You know, unlimited rights, all genres, or you know, most genres, and then we'll have a request form for the genres that aren't there. So you know, just one big ass library that you know people should enjoy.
And easy beats is definitely an easy process, and it definitely has a wide range of beats because me and my wife don't rap, but we definitely use these beats on our TV shows and reels, just any content. You know, you gotta support your people. So it's like easy beats. He definitely has a wide range. You know, we got the Chicas in the back for people that aren't familiar. The Crypto Chicas. If you would like to hear one of these wide straps beats, I actually press play on one of them real quick.
Yep, and everything eventually is gonna be tied in. So you know.
And these Chicas are NFT as well that you could purchase that come with the beat. So I'm gonna play one right now. Oh, it played. It didn't play right. Oh, that's because you loading.
Can y'all see this joint?
Yeah, we can see it, bro. Or I can see it.
Yeah. All right, this the first little.
Hey, I'm the singer too.
Hey, last man.
Oh, it's lit.
Yeah, I'm the singer and I do ad-lib.
Hey man, we probably gotta go. We probably gotta go to the Harlem Sound Studio and just get a something out the way. A quick little session, just
Let's go.
for content's sake. You hear me? Definitely see with Miss Nina.
It's got all the key elements.
Alright, so I'm about to play the commercial right now.
It's the first of many, y'all. You know, we got Davey Ruffin doing one too, but you know, this one I, you know, made up. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm on them ad-libs and I can
A
see
little reverb on one of the snares. Trust me, with the right melody and lyrics, viral. That's all I'm saying. This one could go viral if you use it right.
Okay.
Okay, let's get to it.
Come on. Hey.
EasyBeats.com. Play high quality instrumentals. Sign up now and get a free beat.
Hey.
I don't know if I heard that. Somebody's shit was playing.
I heard it. That joint's fire, bruh.
Well, yeah. Hold on. We got another one though. Let me see if I can get one more. Did y'all hear that joint though?
Yeah, I can play it again though while you get another one. If you want me. Go ahead, I'll play it again.
It's got all the key elements. I got all the 808s. I added like this cool little reverb on one of the snares. Trust me, with the right melody and lyrics, viral. That's all I'm saying. This one could go viral if you use it right.
Okay.
Okay, let's get to it.
Maybe just go to EasyBeats.com. EasyBeats.com. P2d.com. Unlimited high quality instrumentals. Sign up now and get a free beat.
Alright. Next one go load up. The next one is just really just a clip. It ain't no commercial, but yeah.
It's a step in the right direction for sure. And then the only thing I do know, but I know that's cool with D. When you go to the Harlem Sound Studio, like the official one that I think you paid the $50 for, it's gonna require you being fully in VR, right? Because I think it's in like one of them other worlds. But I know you got the Oculus. Yeah, but can they record here? I don't know. That's why.
I got the Oculus.
Yeah. I know they got it here in Spatial, but I don't know if they record here in Spatial. I don't know yet. The other one popping in?
Yeah, it's just spinning like how it normally does.
I'm gonna say you probably should have replaced one of these joints just because it'd be a lot of. I realize now that they integrated with this Unity stuff that they really particular on the megabytes. Like a lot of stuff been crashing. I think because of the megabytes and all that.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro. You can. That shit kind of fucking.
All right, I got you.
All right, man.
Oh, that's the instrumental right there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Can you turn it up a little bit more?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to grab a hook for that.
Hey, on deck, bro. Shoot. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, man.
Hey, me, I be working fast too. Like, shit, it be popping up in my head. Like, what I like to do, I just like to do hooks and ad-libs.
I was waiting. I thought you was about to pop out with a something.
Oh, you was waiting? About to go crazy? Alright. Hello. I'm going fishing today. I'm going fishing today. Let me grab my pole. Let me grab my pole. Let me grab my pole.
Hey.
I'm going fishing today.
I'm going fishing today. Hey, you sleep, man. Crow hear that joint and have it on the commercial.
Right? Hey, then on the last part, I'm going to say on me.
Oh, me.
Hey, D, hey, man, look, if you want to make a commercial, bro, shit, we pick you out an affiliate link. You know what I mean? Let you run them numbers up.
What you mean? How that work?
So basically, everybody who signs up with your link, you get paid.
Oh, yeah, I do that on the day. I guess I be having that in my story all day.
It's lit. Shit. Anything you come up with, man, I'll send you whatever beats you need. You just make a little clip. We get you the link, and yeah, it's a wrap.
Oh, I could just say anything?
Anything, bro. We coming up with all different kind of content, bro. You cannot go wrong whatever you do.
And you got the beat?
Yeah, whatever kind of beats you need.
Oh yeah, shit. Let's get it. Let's make one real quick.
Say less. All right. Let me I still got your number. Let me see if I can shoot you over some.
I'm
We
about to
can't do it
say.
on here. I want to do more in the metaverse though. That bitch would be hard, huh?
Hold on right quick.
Okay.
Oh, it's trying to say
You know
my
what?
template, my
Creating the
studio template.
metaverse.
All right, bet. Yeah, I got another one loaded up. It's still a video, but I guess we can record. Everybody can start dancing or something. Shit.
Damn, what's the DJ name? DJ throw that shit.
You hear me?
What?
You hear me? That's it. You hear me? Throw that. You hear me? Hear me?
Down for it.
Yeah, man.
I got a stew template saved. It's just.
Oh yeah, hey. Alright, you DJ throw that and I'm DJ drop that.
Say less.
DJ drop that shit.
I'm about to get in my position there whole time.
Oh yeah, I'll be ready though.
That's a quick one. Damn.
Hey, y'all see me and Tiny ready too.
Oh man, we gotta have let's have like a seven person song. Everybody drop their, a few hits.
Say less.
Let me see if I can get us
I'm
one
with
long
it.
enough.
We going fishing?
Then we can have a topic on the song. We going fishing or we in the metaverse first? We in the metaverse or we going fishing first?
We going fishing. We going fishing in the metaverse. That's the song, right? Or you gonna do another one?
Oh yeah, fishing in the metaverse. Woo! I said fishing in the metaverse. Yeah, fishing in the. Oh, hey, we can't have a. Can we do a play to earn fishing game in the metaverse?
Yeah,
Damn, so
that's
like-
exactly what I'm working on in Unity, bruh. You was a funny guy.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm working on. I got a fishing game, and then I got like a dirt bike type of joint that I'm working on to bring into this joint, or to just bring. I don't know if I'm bringing it on in here for real, but it's a Unity game. I'm thinking about trying to put like on Roblox. I'm trying to see how all that works and whatnot, because it'd be like I didn't realize what Roblox was till my kid just got turned 5 and he be into all that now. So it's like I'm like, oh, I could
He
be.
be on it, huh?
Yeah.
How did he know how to work it?
I have
That's
no
not
clue,
yours,
bruh. YouTube taught him.
know how to
He
do
just
it.
walked up to us like, I want Roblox. And I'm like, do you know what you talking about? Because he said the same thing about Minecraft. Like, he be building with his blocks like Minecraft. And I'm like, I thought that was a video game. But then he getting older. He catching on. But they got simple games in there,
And
too.
he got it. Mhm.
But we...
Yeah, that's crazy how they be know how to steer them games and stuff.
Bruh, I really, man, the kids surprise me every day, for real, like,
Mhm.
the internet, bro, it's a different age. You know, when we was his age, I was 5, it was dial-up internet, you hear me? You couldn't even freelance the internet like they get a chance to at 5, because it's like, oh, the phone line gotta go off, you know, so they in a different time, you know? Internet is nothing to them.
Right.
You saved the one template?
Yeah, I wonder what's some good play to earn kids games. Do they even have any yet?
There's quite a few. It all depends on what you want, which ones you want to go through. Like, cause Roblox is play to earn, but that's like, you know, quote unquote Web 2-ish. Then you got these Web 3 crypto play to earn games. You know, like Gala games. You familiar with Gala games?
Hell yeah.
Right. So on Gala
Gala
games,
games, man, that's not.
where you go ahead, I'm listening.
No, I'm saying Gala Games. Yeah, I love Gala Games. I'm actually playing this game called Town Star.
Yeah. Put me shop to it.
Yeah, Town Star is like a virtual farm.
Yeah, that's
You
what's
can
up.
like build, and it's like you can own the assets in the game and stuff like that.
You gotta like keep your farm alive and stuff like that.
Say it again.
I said you have to basically like keep your farm alive and plant your crops and stuff like that.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
keep
yeah.
it up and running. You gotta make
Oh yeah,
money.
you know
And then,
people
like,
love them
so
kind of
they got-
games.
Yeah, and then they got like 2 servers where it's like a competition server where like Gala actually give people money. You know, they reward them Gala for placing in like the top 1,000 or the top 2,000. You know, stuff like that. So it'd be like real competitive and real, you know, interesting too. And like sometimes when you just find the niche of the game, like one product, it might be selling for like 500,000, like $1 million, and then it's cost low like products where there's like shit. Sometimes you be having to sell all kind of different stuff where there is.
That's dope.
Damn,
That's dope. It sounds like a lemonade stand with the farm version. You know, that sounds.
Yeah, but yeah, you gotta have chickens, cows, like, you know, then you gotta have farmers to like, you know, keep them healthy, like, you know, feed them water, like all kind of stuff. It's like real legit. It's fun as hell though, and they just updating the game. It's getting better and better.
And a fun secret about Gala is they're kind of like COD in a sense, like Call of Duty, like the Activision that builds Call of Duty, to where it's like they make those type of games because we are in this AI age now, right? To where it's like us as humans just playing, we seeing it as the game, but really you training algorithms, you're training artificial intelligence how to do certain things, how to cope with certain things. So say if they got like a drought in a game or whatever, and how you respond to it, that's going to teach the AI. Like you see it as the game and you bop, 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 but that's teaching the AI for these autonomous farms they envision on running on these different blockchains, you know? So it'd be like, all of it be tied in. Like people be, it's just like when people just thought they was getting on MySpace and Facebook and all that for fun, but it's like, nah, these is big businesses collecting data.
Right. And sometimes you gotta approach your Instagram account like a business, you know? Like that's your business too. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, people gotta just look at stuff different.
For sure. But Gala, I
Where
played
it's like,
chess
yeah.
in Gala before, and I also, it was chess. That was I actually got introduced to chess because they was like it was integrated through the Brave browser. That was a fun experience. I was just trying it out because I had invested in Gala last bull run.
Matter of fact, see if you can go on OpenSea real quick and go to Townstar. See like could you see, because they got like different assets. I remember there's one. It was like this basically it's this tractor and it helps you build faster, you know. And basically on OpenSea that mug was like during the bull run it was probably like 28,000 for it, you know. And then you know it went down in the bear market. I ended up sniping it at like 3,000, you know. But it really helped my farm because it helped me build faster, you know. And basically with that you get like I think it was like $70 a day just for like holding it.
Oh,
You know? So it's like, and they got like a whole spreadsheet of the different items. Like type in Townstar.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Townstar. Might just
Townstar.
I see it. It's right there. 407 items.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, they got
Yeah, go to,
volume
like,
in here. 25,000 ETH. Oh yeah, they was working.
Yeah, go to like most like recently or like most viewed or something like that.
We could do a little bit of all. So we'll go from low to high so people could get a range. The lowest is 0.00001 ETH. So what's that? That ain't even probably like $10, is it?
You need some bolts and stuff.
And screw.
Yeah,
yeah,
but like
screws.
it's certain. Yeah, see, but
And
it's like
then-
certain items that work for certain stuff. You know,
Alright.
see like that. You see that what is
Solar
that,
panel.
Damn, solar system.
Yeah.
Yeah, see that solar that's gonna help your buildings build faster. It's gonna give you energy for your like buildings or cause you gotta build energy. You gotta have energy for your farm to keep running.
For sure.
And let's see how much it costs. See how much that
It's,
costs.
it's 4 ETH. $7,300. Hear me? You can think it's a game if you want to.
You feel me?
You can think it's a game if you want to. You hear me?
Yeah, but look, and just for holding that, you probably get like $100 a day just for holding that. That's why it's so much. You know?
Right, because you save the liquidity inside the network. And also, like, to people that aren't too familiar with the NFTs, so Ethereum is like your main network. Ethereum is the internet per se, like where most of these chains are like sons or grandsons or granddaughters and daughters to. Ethereum's like the parent, it's the Moses per se. So or Abraham, better yet. So when you understand that, it's like the 4.2 ETH at 7,000 varies because Ethereum price varies. So it's like right now Ethereum is in like what, that 1,600 range or something like that. But if you give it next bull run just off of price appreciation, you can expect Ethereum to be in like 5,000 a coin or something, or let's say double. Say it makes it to 4,000. Its previous all-time high was about 3,000 and some change, right? So if it's at 4,000 and it's still 4 ETH, now you looking at basically double what it's saying right here. It's not going to be 7K. You get what I'm saying? 4 ETH at 4,000 ETH. You get what I'm saying? That's 16 bands plus. And that's just price appreciation on, like bro was saying, just on holding the asset, along with the 100 he's saying they give you. So it's like, it's a safe win. And we'll look at a couple more from...
let's look at a few more, bro, because it just get it better and better every time.
Okay.
Look at the other one under it, though.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
It says a rare panel. It says this one's a rare panel and it's a little cheaper.
How much one is that one, though?
It's basically 1.2 ETH going for like 2K. So
yeah, see, that's cheap right now.
Right.
Yeah, like you were saying, bro, like that other one, bro, that must was going for like 100 grand. You feel me? Like, you know, it was yeah, like it's stupid, bro. Like, let's see what else. That solar, see, I got
towers.
that Tesla coil. I ended up getting that Tesla coil. That mug was like, let's see what it's at right now.
The Tesla coil, I'm looking. It's this yellow one. I'm thinking of. Oh no.
Rare Tesla coil.
Oh, I'm looking at
coil.
it. My fault.
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
Spinning joint.
Oh yeah, 40,000 gala.
Correct.
Which is 1,900, and this explains the crypto industry a little more too, because it's like, man, Gala pre-Blast Bull Run wasn't even nowhere near a penny, but because of games like this and volume like this, because of the Ethereum coming into the network, it boosts up the value of Gala to where it was like, what, Gala got into the dollars, I want to say, last Bull Run, you know, like. It jumped up there.
And see, and Gala got Gala music too. They got Gala music. They got Snoop pushing that too. You know, so they doing their thing really.
Yeah, I believe Gala gonna be built to last. Like I don't see them coming. Like they not somebody that's running off with your money. I don't. You know, there's some people that's running off with your money, but I don't got Gala being one.
Yeah, look at that haunted. Look at that haunted house. You see that haunted house? So that haunted house, it gives you passive oil because you need gas to be able to make deliveries, you know, stuff like that.
Oh,
Nah, not the honey maze.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong one.
Let me see, go back.
Yeah, I grabbed the wrong one.
It's up a little bit.
Oh,
Oh, see, look, go to that. You see that trailer? Oh, they both right there. That one too.
Which one?
Yeah, go to the haunted house first. Yeah, my bad. I'm getting too excited.
Nah, it's all good, bro. Supposed to be.
Let's see, how much one is that one?
It's actually 0.39, so it's pretty reasonable for where all the floors are going. It's definitely pretty reasonable,
Right?
And when you look at
scroll
the
down
chart,
a little
you can
bit.
see it basically bottomed out. You know, like if you look at the line for the last since
Yeah,
last
then you
year,
can
April-
see how it give like the information on it, like what it do, and treat in it. It gives like passive oil.
Okay. It's a new game, bro. I'm really looking into this. You hear me? We gonna look into this, see what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
And then scroll up a little bit.
all right,
One more time. It's like that little yellow tractor looking thing.
The
Right
crane
there,
bot?
yeah. That right there. That thing, woo, that mug was, how much is that right now? It's
700.
only at $700. Oh my, bro, that thing was at 28,000 the last time I seen it, bro. And that thing helped you a lot.
Yeah, it say it was
When
up
you
there
get
over
big
50 ETH. It was up there. Yeah, you see the chart. Way up there.
Yeah, and you get money just for holding it. Just for using it in the game.
Man, 33 ETH right there. 50 ETH.
So hey, D,
Yeah.
you can make $100 a day off this easy.
Man, I was averaging $836
That's perfect.
in Town Coin.
Let's just speak on it
Yeah, how much?
$836 a day on Town Coin. That's because I bought all those assets. You know, and that's how much they averaged up to.
though.
Man, hell yeah. About to get on that joint with you, man.
Yeah, man, you came with gifts.
And
That's what's up.
say it again.
I said you came with gifts. That's what's up. You hear me? I love gifts.
Yeah, nah, and the thing is like, man, it's like super laid back and it's fun. It's like a game where it's like, it ain't boring. You know, it's always challenging because sometimes you might get stuck and, you know, you like, damn, you got to figure it out, you know, and you know how to get your farm back running again. So it's like, it's real challenging and it's real fun too. And you can make money at the same time.
Yeah, beats a job.
Now,
Now, and then it's like, and me, I always wanted my own farm too. So it's like, just my little virtual farm right now that I can have, and it just, you know, somehow. And what's interesting, I went to NFT LA, and basically I went to these events because I was just getting freshly into NFTs and stuff. So NFT LA was like my first event, and I kind of met this dude. And what was crazy because I was actually sitting, waiting for some people to come in, and you know he just spotted me, and I just started talking to him, and basically he was working with a pay to earn. Basically they like FaZe Clan but pay to earn. You know, FaZe Clan is just like Web 2 games.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know they created a platform where they call it the Meta Goons, and basically like a platform where they have gamers, and basically they play to earn games and they just stream.
That's dope, bro. And
yeah, so they just
kind of just gave me
games.
another because I was saying it's an hour show for your show. That's probably what's gonna make it different because another 15 minutes can be focused on the streamers that play these sports games and different games too, because they athletes too, bro. They giving out college scholarships to go play video games now. Like that's a multi-billion-dollar industry as well. So, man, I love that you already in this because that's not you going outside of that's what you already
like
on.
Me, I be by myself.
Right.
I be by myself, so it's like I want to work with people, that have that same, passion. I'm like you were saying, you were saying like, what me gonna make this show? Like I feel like what's gonna make this show is y'all just production and just how y'all just be handling shit, you know?
No, for
That
sure.
shit impressive for real.
For sure, man. For sure. You know, God's grace going, always going to be there. So I can't wait. And then because we got down this lane, my wife, we do like y'all see us in these outfits that we wearing. These are brought to you by Restless. Right now, Restless is like my favorite website. Period. Like if you get it, she gonna talk about it and probably go through their website. But they also like this outfit that you see me and her wearing. We both got them for like $80 a piece. So it was like $160 total. Right now they trading around like, well, mine's like at $1,100 or something trading. But that's because they partnered up with Toads. With Toads, if you guys are familiar.
So you bought that on OpenSea?
Correct.
No.
Or no, through Restless. We pre-minted.
Right. So with Restless, it's like you got to customize it. So they just had 1,000 keys, and they had like 4-5 designers, and they're like, okay, you got our app, because they also, like he said, have their own website. So they're like, oh,
app.
Yeah, or an app. And so you go and you choose, and you get to design your keys. So I chose his, I chose mine. And then we mint it. But the cool thing is, so now that we have our wearable, we get to, of course, wear it in the metaverse. But we also get access to different airdrops. So, like, right now, their next collaboration is with Crypto Toads. So, it's like we'll get an exclusive airdrop, and then they'll drop merch. And then as a key holder, we'll get to mint it for 0.069 ETH again. And it's like when you know these big community like Toads and,
Charlie Cohen is the design, or one of the main designers, as well as Midfit. Or Midwest
Misfit, yeah.
Or my fault. Yeah. Midwest Misfit, and then Catherine the Worst. And man, they got an awesome collection going where it's like there's only 1,000 keys, like she said, and they already been bought up, so it's no more keys being made. So it was like for $80, we called it in. Where it's just like,
no, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We gotta make our own shit.
We gotta make our own. That's what we trying to do, but that's where we get to figure out the recipe, though, right? Like I said, us getting this wearable, that's how we now get this airdrop, because now they collaborate with Crypto Toads, which is an even bigger community, right? So it's like now they, you get to just learn the magic, because that's the first of many in the airdrops, and like we was already talking about, sometimes those airdrops be what turn up your community, right? Because then those that been rocking with you get to see like, this is what happens when we really put in that work, and then that attract others, because then people start getting it. And it's us being a part of these other communities that's how we know what we know, right? By actually being in the mud and learning firsthand, and then being able to be like, all right, cool. So when we come out with our wearables, we know exactly how to run that play.
And we official members. Like I know AK a part of a bunch of different NFT groups, from Utes to Pineapples to he all over, just like you all over. Anthony in a bunch of, so it's like that's the connection. So when we do establish our own, we already known in the NFT. It's not like we just came out of like nowhere and was like, we got all this NFTs, because it don't work like that. Everything about relationships. So
hey yo, because I got the art too. Like I got the art ready. I got the fishing logo. I got fashion logo. Like we can hit them in all angles, Nah,
definitely keep it, because we getting ready. Like I said, on our .io, we got an add-on for a DEX that we're working on, this blockchain. We just trying to make sure it's all, dot our T's, dot our I's. But all that is going to be a part of our Raw Fest, letting people know, because that's exactly what we working to. Like everything you already just like, bruh, that's exactly what we working to for Raw Fest. And Raw Fest will be the week of 420. We just thought, why not? Earth Day, all that, might as well. So Raw Fest, man, this is actually my first time like speaking on microphone about it, but it's gonna be something big. It's kind of like Revolt has the Revolt Summit, where it's like everybody meets, entertainers, technology, whatever you name, just black culture in general, actors, writers, producers, etc. Raw Fest, we're taking the same thing, except we're focusing on Web3. So it's like it's gonna be all different people in Web3 being able to just express what they do on Web3, and it'll be a week long. And I'm thinking this gonna be the biggest fest in metaverse history, and not by just whatever, but just by like the amount of things accomplished, and hopefully attendance too. But just like the way we putting it all together, bro. God willing, God gave the vision, and it just got executed.
Yeah.
So,
and I feel that.
But yeah, these keys been dope. Like I said, they website, cause they app. You can pull up their website real quick, just so they can see. Like, bro, when I say they got the dopest website, like, I mean, like by far, bro. I don't know who made it, but we gotta find them.
For real?
Yeah, because the website's token gated based on your NFTs too. And that's basically Web3 on what Web3 websites consist of. So you remember when we was younger and you get on websites and you got to log in maybe to see certain things or whatever the case may be? Web3 is bringing that back. So like as you be in a possession of a certain NFT, you get to see different things on the website. You get what I'm saying? So like say with your TV show, right? I say it's gonna have an NFT, right? So if people want to really have like a specific chat on your TV show, they will have to own the NFT. You get what I'm saying? And then when they go on to the Raw website, y'all got y'all own lane where it's just y'all and anybody that got the NFT see what y'all got going on. It's like anybody else that come on, they just gonna see what they NFTs allow them to see. Or if they don't got no NFTs, they just see the general website. You get what I'm saying? And that's how we building the site to where it's like that's what incentivizes all our NFTs, because it's like, oh, if you really supporting that, then support that. Join it, like how Web3 mean. Like if you really behind it, you really want to be in motion, join it, be a holder, build a community. Because then, like we said, how we using these other groups for leverage in the space, people could also step on our back. It ain't fair if you the only one stepping on people's backs. You got to let people step on your back too. So that's how we looking at it with the website, where it's like, oh, you grabbed the NFT from the D'Anthony show, now you can be a part of the conversation. So we cut out the middleman in Discord. Because me personally, I know our network is on Discord and stuff like that, but I don't be on Discord, man. I was on Discord years ago, and it was cool. Like, I got everything I needed. I was doing that. But now, today, I don't really be on Discord. But I would rather send that traffic straight to our website. You can show them this website. And then the same thing with everybody else that has a show on our network. Like, we got some music shows coming out. We got, of course, y'all know we got a bunch of female shows that the ladies get done or doing, and it's a lot. Like, we got, like right now, we had like 4 or 5 shows already, and then we about to add another 4 or 5 shows. You get what I'm saying? So we gonna take it up to about 10 shows on the Raw network, and ideally, we can get to like 50, and then shop this mother lover to Amazon or something like that. You get me, and get them to cut that 50 mil. What's up,
man?
And break down with the people that put in that work.
Yeah. I know I ain't going to sleep. I'm up. I'm up.
You said you gotta connect your wallet.
Hey y'all, back to NFTs. Bored Ape Yacht Club about to drop their last NFT on there, and if you get the sewer pass, you'll be able to mint it. And you already know, Bored Ape, they known to do numbers. I feel like it might be an opportunity here.
Yeah, and Bored Ape,
it's just like play. Yeah, it's called a sewer pass. When you go on the OpenSea, make sure you get a sewer pass with a number on it, and you'll be able to participate in the quote unquote summoning. I don't even know what the hell it's gonna be, but
hold on. Which sewer
and
pass?
then after that, look up the
Mutant
vs. Machines. Okay, Bears Yacht Club. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, that one up there, boy.
Yeah, they up there, but I think they're gonna go way higher. I think they're gonna go.
That's probably a fake, huh?
Yeah, this
that's
one's
a fake one, bro.
Yeah, the other one was the real one, right?
Yeah.
About to say that volume look real. Yeah. Hold on, let me look that back up. The numbers was real right there. You hear me?
Yeah, it's up there, boy. Click on one of them.
Yeah, I'm about to get to it right now. Okay. Everything is about 2 ETH. And also to those listening, this is a great way to accumulate Ethereum. Like, sad to say, you probably came late to the Ethereum party. I remember when Ethereum was under $100, but those days long gone. Long gone. Long gone.
Will it ever drop back down to $100?
Only if the SEC destroy it. I can say only if because the government. But if the SEC don't destroy it, I think ETH gonna be here for a while, bro. But the government's the government,
bro. We see ETH $100 again, we got way bigger problems.
Yeah, if ETH go to 100, that mean all these these little coins that went to negative 10 million.
Man, no.
Yeah, that's how everybody gonna get rich again.
You hear me? But there are different ETHs. Like, for instance, this bull run, something to keep your eyes on, like a mover, which you guys are all familiar with, I'm sure, is Polygon. I got Polygon becoming a 3-digit token this bull run. So,
I'm really hoping.
So taking that from single digits to, because mind you, last bull run I was in Polygon like under 15 cents, like the low, and it boosted to $4, $3-4, whatever, and that was previous all time high. Things typically double at least, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, but I can see Polygon being worth 100 just because more people, like if you actually look at like transaction volume on Polygon, like Polygon even on Spatial. They got the Polygon integration, so you might have missed ETH on buying in bulk, but you got Polygon you could buy in bulk, where it's like it's on that same trajectory.
Hey, and Polygon partnered with fucking Starbucks, Walmart,
everybody, bro.
Using it, everybody.
Circle, they best partner Circle.
Okay. Did Bitcoin clear 25,000?
I believe so. I think I had got an alert.
Yeah, I got that bullshit ass crypto.com.
Yeah, them alerts be late.
Oh yeah, and see if you can check out that Mutant vs. Machine too.
You said that's on here on OpenSea?
Yeah, Mutant vs. Machine.
I got you.
I think it should be able to pop up.
Alright.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, OBYC. Okay. Alright, bet 1,000 items.
Yeah, check that art out.
Okay, oh yeah, that joint still at is this the right one? Just created in 2023?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this joint still at the floor. This a early play.
Mm-hmm.
These joints be looking like the joints Shrizzy began, or AK began.
Yeah, hey, hold up, bro. These joints on Solana, huh?
Nah, it's on ETH.
On Ethereum.
Wait a minute. Nah, hey, be wary of these joints, man, because OK Bear is supposed to be on Solana.
Nah, they dropped one on ETH too.
Oh, this OK.
Yeah, so yeah, OK Bears. This is the machine version though. These are the next kind of like. This is the like they have the mutant. You can go mutant or you can go machine.
Oh, okay.
Man, I like these drinks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Our shit kind of. I feel like we gonna be the next step because like board ain't. I mean, they art is cool, but like, man, look how that's looking. That shit busting. I ain't gonna lie. And we got good people. Like we just slowly building up.
Yeah, I like this. I do. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you.
And I'm thinking like trying to get those on like hoodies, jackets, hats. You feel me? Imagine that on a hoodie. That mess would go crazy.
Yeah, that would go crazy though.
Shit, man.
Right?
hoodies, wearables. Hold on, my wife got some.
D'Anthony, I have to tell you, you put me on to. I think I told you before about those IP rights because I went and got an NFT and I got one for me and my girl Tiny that's here. We got some women from Venus and we made a whole show around them and have merch for them now because we own the IP rights. And I was like,
go crazy.
I was very strategic. Like, no, I need to get some NFTs that I own the rights for so that we can start branding. And then my character, she always be like, oh, that's spicy. So I'm like, I'm trying to get Phoenix on some hot sauce. Like, I need to be branding
on everything.
Yeah,
you gotta get you some socks.
I'm trying to
get
tell
you some.
We got notebooks,
athletic
blankets,
wear,
everything.
No, for real. Shit, the next play, get it in Dollar Tree.
Hey, you on to something? Hey, you might be on. Hey, it might be room for a metaverse $2 store. You know, without gas fees. I can't say $1, but it might be room for a metaverse.
Man, we might as well had a Meta 99. Shit.
Hey, we gonna stop talking on these mics because you know they be ready to swag, but hey, we on to something.
Yeah.
We on to something. Yeah. And it's beautiful because the blockchain that we've been working on using, it gives you your licensing and everything you own right there. So it save you the step of trying to go copyright and the delays and all that. Like, as you mint on the chain and everything, that joint already gives you real licensing and copyright, man. This blockchain that we, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna explain more when we get a little because you know you gotta keep your I ain't gonna say the diamonds, but you know, like I tell y'all off of this camera. I tell y'all off of camera. I say that off of camera. I got y'all. You feel me? Off of camera, but it's one blockchain out here that's part. I give y'all a hint for those that want to be researched, so you can't say boom boom boom. I give you some. If you know how, if you gonna go fishing, then you figure it out. But it's a blockchain partner with Amazon. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, say less.
It's partnered with Amazon. You hear me? So when I say this gonna be one of them that's built to last, it's like that's what Amazon betting on. You hear me? Like I said, it's an all-in-one. The way I give you their slogan, the way they look at their blockchain, they say they like the MySpace of Web3, meaning they want everybody to be able to like build. If you know, to build their own websites or build their own apps off of it, etc. And that's as much details I'm gonna get to the general until we roll out or whatever, and then everybody could purchase an NFT and find out.
Oh yeah, and I'm working in payment processing. I'm trying to own like 100 merchants this year. The machines where they be, you swipe your debit card.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm trying to own like 100 of them this year. So I'm on a mission to finding, local businesses, and basically I can help them save money. With the equipment I got.
Yeah, with the transaction fees.
I can provide it to them for free. Yeah, no fee payment. No fee payment processing.
Say less. Well, I'm gonna definitely.
So what I'm trying to do, I'm like, all right, it's like that. Then all right, this is what I gotta do. I gotta find all the clubs, the bars. You feel me? And get at them, because those are the ones that's having the high volume transactions. You get a percentage of all those transactions. You up. Yeah. You feel me? Laid back in the metaverse chilling while you collecting coins.
True story, and businesses always gonna need that, or not always, but there's always a value for that merchant that's giving them a right fee. Because some people get killed by their fees. Like, fees will kill you. Period. No matter if it's crypto or traditional finance. Fees will kill.
Right.
Fees are kill.
You making too many trades, and fees will eat you up, especially on Ethereum.
Dang.
They make
so man, I'm trying to get on that. I just try to stay busy.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like, last bull run, I missed out on a lot of these floors on NFTs or whatever, cause I had remembered Ethereum only being a couple hundred and gas fees being like $5. So when I start seeing them quotes, you know, like oh, buy in, but then give up this much ETH, I was like, nah, I'm cool.
I'm gonna have to give you that gem.
But now this time around, it's different though. I'm into all these projects because this is how you come up on ETH, like, you know, and that's the great strategy for people listening. Like, you really could come up on Ethereum or whichever token of your choice just off of by being on a blockchain, and you can mint your own collections on these blockchains too. If you think you got some great idea out here in this world that you trying to, you know, maybe test it out, proof of concept, see what God got for you, try some of these blockchains. You never know. Last bull run, I remember it was a guy on OpenSea that took a picture of himself every day from 2017 to 2020 and sold that collection for like what, a couple mil? Just an Asian guy took selfies. He just made sure he did not miss a selfie every single day. I don't know if he was money laundering. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But on paper, he sold the whole collection for the M's. Some Asian guy face, you know? Yeah. So it's like...
I definitely beg for it.
So, you know, it's endless possibilities, you know? Endless possibilities. Anything else, anybody? Oh, let me look at the chat. I know I ain't been looking at no chats. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom.
I forgot all about the chat.
Tiny says, Mo, did you talk to Straps at all about the ciphers at the mall? Eyeballs.
Oh, shit.
I did not.
Yeah, Tiny.
That was on me. So we have the Raw Meta Mall that's about to be premiering this week. And so, you know, we got Raw Records in there. And so we set up an area where we're going to have, like, podcasts. Or people can, you know, go in and stream or host new artists or whatever. But we were thinking of having a monthly cypher. And, of course, you know, we need some DJ Strap beats on the beats. And then, you know, just open it up until any artists come through and, you know, we're going to run a cypher.
Right. Hell yeah, yo, that definitely slipped my mind the other day. I seen the message too.
I think so, better cypher.
But yeah, what day did y'all want to do that?
Well, we were just thinking like once a month sometime. Just set it up like a monthly event where we get everybody in there. Because then at that point it could be, you know, a few things like, oh, we could have a lineup with new artists where we play their music and then open it up for the cypher so everybody could freestyle in person and, you know, it'd be a whole little...
I mean, we got the Battle League stuff and all that in the works too, so they all coexist.
Right.
And because it's as many events in one, it's going to be people there.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what we need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and promo, you
That's
know,
exactly.
the thing, you know, it's just, you see today a lot of people is coming through because a lot of people are coming in the space. So even just opening the space, we definitely be getting a lot more people that just pop in. Like,
yeah, I know we be the blueprint of everything, so we just accept the road, you know. When you in front, it ain't nobody else to look at type shit. You know how when you running or you racing, just shit like that. The crowds usually be in the back, but they catch up eventually. So with that, I think that's a dope idea, like with the freestyle. Cause me and Straps, I even sent bruh the Battle League VR stuff that my algorithm showed me, and I was like, damn. I think I sent it on my YouTube algorithm showed me them rapping, bruh. I ain't even see them on the gram. I seen them on YouTube, and they was just kicking it.
Oh.
And I was like, Battle League definitely is valuable. You know, people do be wanting to get their bars off. It was different, cause you know in Battle League. In real life, you kind of be wanting that experience because people be wanting to look at him like, oh, I can look at dude and look at his shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like you, yeah, you can make fun of the avatar, but it be cutting different when you really
when you really got that shit
on. It cut a whole lot different, like, but it's all relative. And then, like I was saying. Another setup too, or alternative could be like a battle single, because every artist, at least God willing, should have at least one single that they know that they trying to push. Like maybe if this one single, so y'all could probably have like March. It's March Mad, or it's March next month. So you could kind of have like a March Madness tournament or something. Like have people enter singles and see, what single become a champion, and we could probably gift them some.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
Yeah, man. Because sometimes, or a lot of times, especially with new age rappers, they can't rap to you like off the top or anything like that. You gotta go get that studio joint.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You start telling them to freestyle, like, you ain't gonna hear back from them. You hear me? They gonna be like, oh nah.
Bro, you know what's crazy, bro? It just seemed like every category is just getting more and more dumbed down. If, for example, the game last night, bro. Did you see the All-Star game, bro?
Oh no, I ain't see it at all. I heard it would look like a video game. I seen some of my commenters, but I ain't watch it.
Bro, that was the weakest basketball game I've seen in my life, bro.
No
People
defense?
just running up, shooting, playing no defense, bro. Like it was piss poor, bro. And I don't know. I feel like everybody in every category got to do better, man. We got to look at where the shit came from in order to, top that. And it's just getting more and more watered down, bro.
NBA don't care, bro. NBA don't care because they trying to. It's like YouTubers that's making money off clickbait or thumbnails. NBA's just trying to. I'm pretty sure it was a weak game, but if you was to clip it in 10 seconds, it looked like a bunch of highlights. And that's what they try and probably sell.
Yeah.
They probably turned all those crazy dunks, all that, into an NFT. Or if somebody smart out here, they making NFTs and hoping the NBA don't come sue them for copyright and all this other shit. But
oh man,
because the NBA.
Yeah, they made that shit clear. This broadcast cannot be recreated, redistributed, blah blah blah. Without the express consent of the NBA. If they violate that, bro, they ought to be horsewhipped, bro.
Hey.
I'm telling you. But that was just an example, though. I'm talking about everything.
Hey, I seen a white guy win the dunk contest in Black History Month. And I only knew that because my man posted. He was like, "Man, I'm going to sleep." Like we let a white man win the dunk contest in Black History. What's going on out here?
Yeah, bro. Hell, it froze over, bro. You believe this shit? God damn.
Not even a white man. Jump type shit, man. That shit crazy.
And then they had Thames and them singing live, bro. Damn, I was expecting way better, bro. I'm not even.
Oh, that shit was sorry. It had to be because I ain't see not one person post I ain't see now. It had to be sorry, and that sucks. Cause I fuck with Thames and Burna Boy and Rima. Like they make music.
Man, that shit was washed up. Like
they shouldn't have had them in Utah though. You got to know your demographic, bro. Ain't no freaking Africans in Utah, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm African. I never had a relative in Utah in my life. Never. Like I done had relatives in Montana, Dakota, all time. Never had a relative in Utah in my life. A full-blooded African, both sides of parents. Like never.
I ain't gonna lie though. Burna Boy kind of set it off. Burna Boy, his last two songs was hidden, but everything else, man, it was just like, man, like get them some auto tune on the microphones or something, bro. Cause that shit was all over the place.
Oh, they probably doing it because you know how TikTok love the Afro beats now and all that. You know, NBA they thinking TikTok money. They thinking, I see. That's probably where the clips are too. That's tragic, man.
Yeah.
I seen my man won the 3-point joint. I know that Dame Lillard won about time. You know, Dame, money shot Dame.
Oh yeah. He was splashing them.
Damn.
Sure.
I ain't even watch it, bro. So I know the All-Star Weekend had to be,
Yeah, and you ain't missing not a damn thing.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna put the blame on LeBron. But like Akon said, you could put the blame on him. You hear me? Like, cause LeBron just it's just his mentality. It's like you're always gonna go as whatever the mentality of your leader is, type thing, And it's like he been leading the NBA without a doubt since Kobe left, and it's like he's business calculated. Like he don't like, even though he say he played basketball for the love and shit. LeBron been in basketball for the business. He ain't been in that shit for for the love. I think he probably loved football more. You dig? Like, and you can tell the difference. Like with Kobe Bryant, he loved basketball. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to compare two greats because they both two great black men, but it's just like you can tell the difference. Like LeBron was like a Floyd Mayweather of boxing, but not necessarily, because Floyd loved boxing. Like Floyd can't stop boxing even now in retirement. But it's like LeBron was definitely like, I'm gonna make sure I'm capitalized on as much finances as I can in this sport while I got this window of opportunity. You know, like when people speak on him playing so long, a key to him playing so long, not just the weight and all that. LeBron was the first cat real life sitting out regular season games on some like load management. Like he created the term load management. All them other players didn't play 20 years because they was playing every night, whether it was bum ass Milwaukee Bucks they had to go against or the bum ass Wizards. And I'm a Wizards fan, you hear me? But it's like, if the Lakers was on the schedule, bruh, Kobe was about to play. Kobe was not coming in to the Verizon Center, MCI, and not dropping buckets. LeBron on the schedule, right. He could come into the Verizon Center and not play.
Yeah.
And it sucks because when you buying those tickets, you buying them thinking like, oh, I'm going to see LeBron play. And that's just from a fan perspective. Like I said, I take nothing from LeBron James, the man. I think LeBron James, the man, you know what I'm saying, is as excellent as a man could be for what, you know, what we could work with, the tools in life. Like, I don't got no flaw in his game. I just think he changed. And there's nothing wrong with that neither, because now NBA players are making the most money they ever made too. So the business, obviously, like, you know what I'm saying, like that was a great change. So ain't nothing negative about it. It's just like he changed basketball, bro. He changed it. Load management.
Indeed.
Imagine if you seen that in any other sport. You said what, bro?
I said I'm happy for LeBron for sure. Yeah. You know, I just feel like they need to be just a little bit more competitive, man. You know, just a little bit more, make it interesting. You know,
he got it like it's WWE.
Yeah, killed it, man.
Oh,
I was that shit.
Who you speaking? Since we did get on that subject, you know, we could talk about that. I did see last week it was a lot of trades, like KD up Phoenix now. Kyrie in Dallas. Westbrook is at the Clippers. I just got an alert about some shit like that.
Oh wow, for real? Damn.
Yeah, man. It sounds like the West is the home of basketball right now.
Sound like.
Which is crazy because the Western time markets, that's why I'm like, I guess they really just care about streaming now. Because of old, you always know the West is we on a different clock schedule. Like, y'all already, you know what I'm saying? Probably, I don't even know. You probably going to have to wrap this up because y'all, it's only 7 over here, you know? Like, y'all already into the next day damn near. So it's like,
yeah, damn near, bro. I hate this shit. Speaking of, I'm about to be on that side pretty soon, bro. I'm going to go ahead and get my tickets tonight or tomorrow. This shit here is like, well, my dad got to go into surgery tomorrow, so I'll probably be here for probably till the end of the month.
For sure.
But yeah, man,
I cannot wait to get back. Go well with his surgery, man. Praise up for him.
Appreciate it, man. You know, it's been a hell of a few months. You know, but yeah, everything gonna work out.
God always in control. That's all you gotta know.
Always.
Always in control. Even when AI think it's in control, God's still in control.
That's a fact. Shit, who they think made AI? Yeah, man. Hey, where did D go? I still gotta play this beat for him, man.
He probably he popped out. You know, I don't think he really been playing spatial too much of lately. I think he, you know what I'm saying, he trying to get that them merchants, like you said. He been pushing that pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, you know, that work out for him.
Man, I'm glad. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely that. I'm glad these motherfuckers put that circle a little bit farther down in the corner, both circles. You can move around like how it was.
I ain't been on mobile. They redid it.
Yeah, it was better this time.
Yeah, they fixed it. I started to just throw my phone. I mean, that shit was horrible.
It's the love-hate thing, man.
But we back though.
It'd be like, but you know, with change be uncomfortable though. So we gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, change be uncomfortable. Hopefully, they find a settlement somewhere. Cause you gotta look at it like a business or anything else. Where it's like Q1 and Q2, you want to do the most changing you could do, so you can measure that change in Q3 and Q4, and then know how to like move into your next year Q1. And like that's truly the business cycle. So. You know, that's why you see us adding 5 shows and different, you know what I'm saying, different little things, because that's business, you know, where it's like Q1 and Q2 is where you do all that experiment, and then you go for sure for certain in third and fourth quarter that you know what I'm saying, going to nail the head.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a little late. We didn't touch basketball. I think that's our first time really touching basketball in particular on here.
I think so. Man. I'm gonna play this track for you, and then we can get up out of here.
For sure, go ahead. Actually, I mean, we could sit in one of the cars and listen to it, bro. You heard? So we get a little video when I clip it.
Shut up.
We could do it like we sitting in one of these cars and listening to it. So if everybody's still in here, we can sit in the 4-seater, 2-seater. The truck, right? One more truck. Oh, my mic ain't on. Oh, my mic wasn't on. I was saying, we could listen to it from one of these cars. You hear me, bro?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we get that content.
Yeah.
Bring it up. Yeah, about to say, or this is, or if a female sitting right there, cool. Me and bro sit right here. I can sit in the front over there. I think it's a 4-seater. The Lambo truck a 4-seater? I don't know. I know you be on your 3-seater shit. That Rolls Royce is a 4-seater over there? I'm about to say, we can go there. They got the RAW logo on it. You know, I be for cross-pollinating. But it works. Yeah, you go ahead, play it, bro. I'm done talking.
Okay. This is my.
I probably got to delete some shit. Probably too many megabytes in here. We probably like, I don't know why they keep pausing. Hold on, bro. I'm about to try to free up some megabytes in here somehow, so they stop pausing it. I'm watching. Yo, we could probably get a better shot on the Lambo shots. We probably dance in that joint too. This joint. Yeah, cause it ain't got no roof. We probably dance in this joint. Yeah, we know. Damn, that's what you're saying. That sound like my mic on talking.
Damn, y'all heard that?
Yeah, we heard it. What was that? I don't know what it was. Oh, you swimming? They said you. Oh, all right, there you go. You made it out. Yeah, we got.
Sound like stupid.
Yeah, we gotta find out spatial new megabyte laws or whatever going on, so we can make sure we abiding by them, so spaces don't gotta go through no extra shit.
You said the megabyte laws?
Yeah. That's what's been in our way sometimes. I'm guessing places too strong, even though. I know why places don't be as strong as some places, but hey, you know.
Yeah, man. Some places be OC.
But nonetheless, it worked with us. It was a good episode. We could probably wrap around here. You know, anybody looking for beats, easybeats.com. Shout out to AK Raw. You can catch up with us. Tiny Mocasso, AK, definitely all together again at Tiny's Metamall or the Raw Metamall launch. And, you know, it'll be more of a festive event, you know. Well, I mean, I think we're going to be more serious. We got a couple topics that's real serious, like the book club and all that, but it'll be a funny event. A book club tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. Because you said it was at the Metamall, so that's why I'm keeping. Yeah, my fault. Let me clarify. The book club is tomorrow at the Metamall, but the events is Wednesday.
That's lit. Appreciate y'all coming out.
Sure.
See y'all tomorrow.
Peace and blessings.